Jassy.
It's Pedro Shorts time.
Hola chicos y chicas, señoras y señoritas, hombres y muchachos, zapatillas y zapatos. Welcome to Pedro Shorts, guys. Remember, here are my shorts, pretty jassy, right? Ay, caramba, again. Not the shorts, but Pedro Shorts, the length of the episode. Curse my seasonal adult onset type 2 amnesia. Basically, that means I forget things. Apologies, huh? But how come I curiously remember the name of the disease? Paradox. Anyways, I forgot to finish my snacks today. Don't mind if you join me? Butter. Well, do you remember all the crazy things that I ate when I was Pedro in Pompeii and Pedro from the Seven Seas? Do you remember that, guys? I've eaten some crazy things, remember? The mushy marshmallows. What? Gets me every time, guys. Or how about the time when I eat the chocolate coins? Oi! Mi estómago. Or remember when I ate the best thing, the cheeky, happy, chappy, meaty, snacky, wacky, cracky dog food? Try it. Oh, well. Pretty gross, I know. Anyways, something I am looking forward to when we finish this shut up, sit down, lockdown situation is going back to eating good food with my friends, with my family. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to going over to family's house and eating the Sunday dinner, going over to see my grandma and having some sweets that are slightly out of date and warm cheese sandwiches. I'm looking forward to this very much. It reminds me of the importance of spending time together. But there will always be a time when we are not together, like the lockdown. Or when I nearly lost Mono, you remember? In the fire? Mono! Mono! Hey, come to think of it, Mono, ¿dónde está? Mono! 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 Gracias, Barbara, behind the camera. But I say to you with peace and grace and truth, never throw my monkey again. He is too precious. Anyways, it reminds me of a story. Jesus was going to die. He was going to go away from his disciples, be separate from his friends. And just before he died, shortly before this, his crucifixion, he had a meal together with his disciples, the Last Supper. Do you remember this? It's a celebration, a meal, a celebration at the time of Passover. Linking back to the Old Testament, when the people of God were passed over by the angel of death. In the same way, Jesus became the Lamb of God, covered by his blood, by his sacrifice. Death will truly pass over those people who were found in Christ. And celebrating this meal, he told it in this way. While they were eating, Jesus took a loaf of bread, and after blessing it, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take, eat, this is my body." And then he took a cup, and after giving thanks, he gave it to his disciples and said, "Drink from it. You drink from it, for this cup is my blood, poured out for you, the new covenant which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." And Jesus said, "I tell you, I will never again drink of the vine until I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom." Friends, we celebrate the Last Supper. The Last Supper, the meal together with Jesus and his disciples, talking about how he will give his life, have his body broken, have his blood poured out on the cross. But it is through that body and through that blood spilled for us that we can have the forgiveness of sins. My friends, let us remember this. Remember the communion. Remember the cup of Jesus Christ, the suffering for us as we celebrate. Let us not forget and have the adult onset type 2 seasonal amnesia. Jesus' body is broken for us, but by his Spirit, those who believe can be connected with him as we celebrate the Last Supper. But there will be that day we look forward to when we will drink of the wine with Jesus in his Father's kingdom. We look to the Last Supper, we look to God, and we celebrate the Last Supper of the disciples with Jesus Christ. Remember that Jesus Christ wants to connect with you, not just your parents, but with you through the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's for everybody. Isn't that right, Mono? Adios, amigos. See you in church.